Alright, so I went shopping today. What you see in front of you is less than $150, $160 worth of purchases from major box stores and thrift stores in the area. So I was at the Salvation Army, believe it or not, and I found this bag. It is a Voodoo Tactical 15-788 Tobago Pack Multicam. That'll go with the Stanley. This is the second or third one I've bought of these. Usually get rid of that, get rid of these cups, do some additional modifications to the handles and the lid, but at the end of the day, that's the container that's going to go into the bag. Got a Strike Force fire starter, throw that in the bag. A couple of Bic lighters, throw that in the bag. So there's your combustion element. For cordage, just got 100 feet of 550 paracord, blaze orange so I can see it. There's your cordage, 6x8 heavy duty tarp. There's your cover. So you've got combustion, cordage, cutting, container, and cover, and that'll work that way. And alright, some of the additional that are going to go into the bag itself. There is an emergency food ration bar. There's 6 bars at 2,400 calories per. I've never used them, I've never had to. I've got them in another my core wet bag or dry bag. Same with this Sawyer Mini water filtration systems. This is up for 100,000 gallons. It's supposed to fit on bottles. Use it in line for a water bladder or use it as a straw. Again, I'll just throw that in the bag. Some of these Duraflame fire cubes, just chuck a few of those in the bag. Some safety candles, some Sanctuary Series Votive Light food warmers, and they're supposed to burn 15 hours. So take care of your feet, take care of your crotch. Take care of your skin, it's all you got. Same with the Burt's Bees lip balm. It's the only SPF I could find, so I grabbed that one. A couple of things that you need to have in your toiletry kit: some fingernail clippers, some toenail clippers, some tweezers, and a couple of Mountain House meals that I'll throw in the bag. They're supposed to. Another interesting thing that I picked up at the thrift store today are these high-tech boots. They're I don't know, they're supposed to be retail at around $170, and I got them for $7. So I really can't complain too much about that. They are the high-tech men's Bandera mid waterproof hiking boot, and they suggested retail is $70. I got them for $7.99. They legitimately don't look like they've been worn. I mean, a couple of days maybe. So I'll clean those up. I'll hit them with some heavy duty silicone waterproofer. I'll do the same thing with this Old Navy windbreaker with the fleece, because we all should know that our first thing of cover is the clothes you have on your body. And another rain jacket from Frog Togs that can just be thrown into the bag and forgotten about. So I'll go ahead and start stuffing that bag up, and we'll go from there. This bag itself, I'll go ahead and lay it on its side here. This is the Voodoo Tactical. I went ahead and I sprayed the heck out of it with that silicone. And then on this side I went ahead and got that Stanley pot and build that Stanley pot up. So the first thing that I did, and you'll notice here that I took the plastic tab off and put a little metal ring on it, so it doesn't melt, and you can, if you choose to, open that ring up so that it sits up. All right, no big deal, pretty simple stuff. In this bag is the rest of my paracord, which you can see there. all right, that I didn't use for the shoestrings. This is a fire kit and the fire steel, which is pretty awesome, and then a big lighter. So that's that, and that was what was in one of those side pockets. All right, now there's a exact duplicate on the other side of this bag. All right, and that just holds the water bottle. This is, I didn't say earlier, this is a Element by Alfie. I don't know who makes this. Like I said, I got this probably, man, 7 years ago, probably at TJ Maxx or someplace like that. So that's all that goes in that side pocket. All right, that's all that's in there. Drop this down. There is a zipper pocket in the front, right here. There's a zipper pocket that opens into the side, and then there's plenty of other pockets to open up. In this front pocket, which would be difficult for me to get to with the back on, I have another fire kit, and these are just those little pucks that I made today with acetone impregnated cotton pads, and then they are wax coated. In addition to that, I'm just keeping this knife here. Again, this is not what I carry on myself. When I walk around during the day, I don't carry a fixed blade. I carry a Swiss Army knife in my pocket, and I have a nice Swiss Army knife in my EDC pouch in my messenger bag that I have at work. So that's in there. And again, I like that Gold Bond medicated powder, because your feet, if they fail you, everything fails, and that's no good for nothing. So easy to keep that bag in there. Got a side pouch here. It's got those, supposedly they burn for 15 hours, these candles, right? I don't know, I haven't tested them yet, so when I do, I'll let you know. This is something else that I picked up today. I've never played paintball. I'm thinking that's what these are, though. It's I mean, it's a cheap little pouch, but inside that is two of these sort of waterproof tubes, and I just stuffed them with these fire blocks and this headlamp. So again, this headlamp would be a backup for me, because I do keep a small flashlight on my person. Right? It serves its purpose. It's not huge and obtrusive on my person. So there's that. Same thing. The other side is just stuff full of those. And it's another container, even though it's not a metal container. It is a container, and it could be used for. What do you use containers for? Carrying stuff, right? All right. So there's that, and I just kept that in this front pouch along with those candles. So I picked that up today. I think that was $2 at a thrift store. Alright, here's that little pouch that was in the pocket. In that there's another pouch, another lighter, and that lip balm with the SPF. So I keep that on the outside. And I could put that all around the front side so I could easily grab it. I believe that's a pouch that's supposed to hold like a big Maglite flashlight or something like that. I don't know. I don't like those big flashlights. Alright, so that's that pocket. Let's open up the second main compartment. Alright, that's where I decided to put those mountain houses. Again, you know, there is almost no calories in this. It's 230 calories per serving, and there's 2.5 servings. So you're looking at like 460 and some change. So 700 calories for this thing. But again, I'm telling you, if you've ever been out and miserable, something hot with some flavor makes everything better. And then push comes to shove, these are just tucked in there. And I've never opened one of these. I've never wanted to eat one of these. I've never wanted to try one of these. And you know, if you have, more power to you. Drop a comment. Maybe I'll do a review on it, but I'm not that interested in it. It is what it is. It's an emergency food ration. It's not hot cuisine, and shouldn't be thought to be. Stuff went in that direction. Again, yeah, there's a lot of pockets. It could be used for a lot of other stuff. There's a lot of other, but this isn't what I've got. All right. All right. So in here is that Sawyer mini water filtration system. Filters up to 100,000 gallons from freshwater sources. I am gonna just leave this in here. I take it apart, I could possibly lose pieces out of it. I know it would fit in there less bulk out of the package, but it's all right. And this is kind of giving me fits, so let me open this up a little bit more. All right. Here is that Frog Tog stuffed into a dry bag. All right. Here is that anorak that I had that I sprayed down with the silicone, and it just stuffs right down into that bag. These stuff bags are great for compressing down, and it's a dry bag. I'm not going to bore you with putting that back together. So in here is my big first aid kit with all my goodies in it I want to add to this. Better safe than sorry. So that goes in the bottom. That's the heaviest thing in the kit. And then the very bottom down here is that tarp. So again, it's a 6 foot by 8 foot. 2 people could get close under that, conserve body heat, and stay out of the elements a little bit more than you would if you didn't have it at all. So this compared with this put on with the rest of the paracord should make an easy shelter, and that is everything. So in addition to that being said, under 130 bucks for all the gear, with the addition of a couple of items that I had readily on hand that weren't expensive, like the Frog Tog rain jacket and a fleece waterproof, windproof anorak that I got picked up at a thrift market at some point. These $8 shoes and a couple of other things, you know, that'll go by the door, and I'll hope that I never have to look at it again. But it's there and it's ready to go. Oh, I didn't even show that I've got I got some hand sanitizer hanging from it, and that sunblock. So you don't want to get sick and you don't want to be burnt. I've done both things out in the wilderness, and it's unpleasant. So thanks for watching. I'm a little out of breath because I'm moving around trying to shoot this. I forgot to have everything done earlier, and the day got away from me. But appreciate your likes, reviews, comments. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, share, and let me know what you think, and I'll make some more. Have a great night.